Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's Orcs versus Sisters of Battle. Alright, so welcome to this 2,000 points game, Orcs versus Sisters of Battle. Tom Kovia's army has now reached the 2,000 points limit, so we're going to play a friendly game or a warm-up battle, just to get Tom get some practice in with his Sisters of Battle force. Exciting to see them on the channel. They're up against the Orcs here, so a real classic 40k match up here between these two forces. So the Orcs here, just before I run through the list, I just mentioned the patrons at gold level. So that is Andrew Swan, Bob Along Boy, Luke Joangel, Marcus Anthony, Nathan Scrizuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross and Will Wright. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. At the end of the game, I'll call out the names of those supporting at silver level, and you can check out the end credits. That gives you the names of everyone supporting at gold, silver and bronze. So big thanks to them. All the proceeds on the Patreon page for Striking Scorpion 82 go to my local War Games Club, SSWG. So for the Orcs here, I'm running a battalion detachment and then also a spearhead detachment as well. Two different detachments with different abilities, one leaning more towards firepower and the other more for close combat. So the larger section of the army here, it's a battalion. The clan is Goths, so 6s pop extra attacks in close combat. HQ choices then is the war boss here, it's Gut Ripper himself to lead the force. So a cheap model, but some amazing upgrades for him. So a Power Claw being paid for him, and then just a regular shooter. But I'm taking him as the Warlord, brutal but cunning. So +1 damage on the charge, or if he is charged or performs an heroic intervention, he gets to reroll all of his hit rolls as well. Combining that with the relic, the Killer Claw, he gets to reroll his wounds, and it's a weapon that has no minuses to hit, and it's a straight 3 damage. Combine that with the Warlord trait, it's damage 4 for him on the charge, or if he is charged or performs an heroic intervention. So it's deadly with the Ripper, and then a further upgrade for him, making him the biggest boss, so he then gets a 4+ invuln save, an extra wound, and an extra attack for him as well. So it's about the deadliest he's ever been. We'll see how well he does in this game and who he gets stuck into in this fight. So that's the Ripper, taking a Weird Boy here, and I've upgraded him to a Weird Boy Warphead. Fists of Gork and Warpath are the 2 powers for him. Then I've taken from the compendium, Forge compendium, the war boss on a bike. Here it's Zog, the second in command, paying the points for Power Claw for him. So giving him a relic, the Lucky Stick, so it's reroll hits and wounds for him, and then there's a 6-inch +1 to hit bubble for characters near him as well. So that's 3 HQ choices. On to troops, 3 units of boys, all units of 10, 1, 2, 3. They're all mechanised inside trucks, and each of the knobs has a big chopper. The trucks taking big shooters, 1 on each of those vehicles as well. Then on to elites, it's the mega knobs, so it's just 4 of them, with power claws and custom shooters, 1 of them with the double kill sword, it's kill sword Kyle just here. Then heavy support is the Bone Breaker Battle Wagon, Grot Riggers upgrade taken for that, add a Death Roller, a Kill Cannon, and 3 big shooters. And then I've paid for a custom job. It's Fortress, 3+ save, and a 5+ invuln save available for that vehicle as well. So that's the larger portion of the force here. Then moving on to the Spearhead detachment, it's a subculture, it's Boom Boys. So rocket shots get +1 strength and an extra AP- as well. HQ choice for that is a big mech with a custom force field. Then fast attack, 2 copters, separate units with the copter rockets. They will now be coming in at strength 9, AP- 3 and 3 damage. Then 2 units of elites here. It's the tank busters, 2 units of 8, all equipped with the rockets. There's enough points to squeeze in 1 squig in this unit, and they're mechanised. They're inside trucks with big shooters for them. There is a Pain Boy, forgot to mention him. He's in the battalion, so he can benefit the units that are in the battalion. A Power Claw upgrade for him. Then lastly, that's everything here apart from the Grot guns here. So it's mech guns with custom mega cannons, a unit of 2, and then 2 single units just to fulfill the slots required for the Spearhead detachment. So there with all their Grot crew. That's the list here for the Orcs. They've started the season well and a bit earlier than usual. Last year left them till quite late in the season, but Orcs raring to go this time around. Just a warm-up game for them here against the Sisters of Battle, a combination we've never seen before, so fascinating encounter here. We'll take a look now and see what Tom Covey has for his Sisters of Battle force. Alright, so 2,000 points of Sisters of Battle. Congratulations to Tom for reaching 2,000 points. If you want to track the progress of this army, it'll be over on the Plus channel for the Big Push series, where we played games of 500 points, 1,000 points, and 1,500 points of Tom's Sisters of Battle, and charting their progress as he put this force together. And now finally we've got them here on YouTube. So exciting stuff. Great to see Sisters of Battle represented, the brand new models here from Games Workshop, an incredible range from them, and very exciting to see Tom's final army put together. A practice game here to see how well they do as they take on the Orcs. We'll take a look now and see what Tom has in his list.
Okay, so 2,000 points of Adepta Sororitas today, and I'm taking them as the Order of the Bloody Rose. Today I'm taking a battalion. I have 3 HQs, Celestine. I have the token ones that I normally take for my sister's army, and that is the 2 canonesses named after my daughters. So I have Canoness Beatrice, who is the Warlord today, and she has Indomitable Belief and Litanies of Faith. I have Hannah, who I have paid the 1 CP for Heroine in the Making, and I have given her the Relic Chainsword Beneficence and the Warlord trait Blazing Ire as well. I have an Imagifier for elites with the Book of St. Lucius, so gets an extra 3 inches basically on the aura. And I've paid for Venerated Saint to give 2 abilities, so she gives +1 strength and ignore -1 AP. The other elites choices today is quite heavy on elites. I've got 2 squads of 9 Repentia, and I've got Repentia Superiors in both of those squads as well. And then I have a 10-man squad of the, or 10-man, 10-lady squad of the Zeraphim at the back, and I've paid for the banner as well, just to allow for the rerollable charge. For troops choices, I've got 3 troops choices, all WYSIWYG, so as they are, Power Sword, Heavy Bolter, Melter Gun, in each squad of these 2 here at the front, 2 squads of 8. And then I've got a basic squad of 5, basically just for popping in and doing the scramblers like normal. For the Repentia, I've got dedicated transports of rhinos for both of them. And then for my heavy supports at the back, I've got a Retributor squad with 2 multi-melters and 2 heavy bolters. Also paid for the ammo cherub. And then I've got 2 exorcists, and I've paid for the upgrade for the heavy exorcist missiles as well. So that, last but not least, is the squad of 5 here. Of Celestians, just to help take some of the damage for the characters. That's literally all they're there for. So that's my 2,000 points of Adepta Sororitas.
Right, so that's Tom's list here. Again, congratulations, Tim, for getting the army put together. It's great to see Sisters of Battle represented on the channel. Orcs boasting close combat units and firepower as well, and the same for Tom's list. Some nasty close combat units for him, and definitely some decent firepower support as well. So it's going to be an interesting combination, this battle here. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this fight. Right, okay, we have a scenario here. It's been randomly determined. It's the first mission here for Strike full-size games, a retrieval mission. 6 objectives. Deployment zone is from end to end. So deployment zone here, 12 inches away from the middle, and the same across the other side. So that's been marked out by these lines of yellow dice. We're not sure who's fighting at what end at this point. 6 objectives on the board. So there is a home objective for each side. One here inside the ruin, both players are happy enough for that one to be there. And across the other side, this one just outside of the ruin on the road. And then there's another 4 in no man's land. So 1 here, and then 1 just tucked under the barricades, 1 across the other side just next to the building, and then 1 next to the smaller building across there. So I just mentioned this stage, the objectives that we're using are the new coins here. So these are zinc alloy coins, special commemorative ones that we've had made up for 10 years of the channel, 2011 to 2021. So I've had these made up. They're limited edition. They are available. I'll put a link for them in the video description below or in the comments section. Not sure how these will be available. It may well be eBay, it could be another platform, it could be both. We'll see what happens, but that may well be sorted out when this video goes live. But they're zinc alloy and then bronze plated. And then with the 2 sides, you've got the scorpion head on one side, and it's recessed into the coins, quite unique. And then I've tried to make them practical as well. So they're 40mm in size, so the correct size for games is 40K for objective markers. And then made like an objective marker design here on the back, so we can use them for our games here on the channel. But they'll be available here. Links for those will be in the comments section or in the video description below. So primary objectives for this mission, retrieval mission here, control of 1 or more objective markers is worth 5 points at the start of the command phase. Control of 2 or more is worth another 5 points. If you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. The secondary mission here, or secondary objective, is called minimize losses. So the basic summary of that is trying to keep as much of your army alive as possible. The higher the percentage that you can keep alive of your force, then the more points can be picked up. Not sure if we'll go for that one or not. The next stage for us is to select secondaries now for both sides. Okay, so secondaries have been chosen. Tom's gone for deploy scramblers. I think that's a standard one for the Sisters of Battle list. So there's a number of actions to perform at different points on the battlefield. 10 points can be picked up for completing that. Engage in all fronts, which is control of table quarters, and then bring it down as well, which is destroying orc vehicles. I think it's an auto take against the orcs. They have these are all vehicles here, 2 points available for each of those that's destroyed. The copters as well are vehicles. Then the trucks, all vehicles, and the bone breaker as well. So loads of points available. Tom's going to be shooting at those targets anyway and trying to destroy them, so it makes sense to go for that. Orcs have gone for engage in all fronts as well. So the control of table quarters. Assassinate, Tom's got 6 characters to try and bring down, each worth 3 points each, and then grind them down, trying to destroy more units than the Sisters of Battle are able to during the game. Points available for that as well. That is secondaries chosen. Work out who's going what end, and then we will start deploying units on the board. Okay, so roll to see what end we're playing here. Orcs are going to go at this end, and then the Sisters of Battle at the other end. Tom's changed one of the secondaries around, just checking the FAQ there. Points for bring it down for destroying vehicles. It has dropped a lot, so And instead of 2 points here, it's only 1 point at a time. So Tom, to max out on
You've never killed everything. Like,
you'd have to try and kill all the vehicles, yeah. So it's making it quite a difficult task, not as rewarding. It's cut it in half, basically, what the points you could have picked up. So I'm just going to go for grind them down instead, which is the same as the Orcs. That's destroying more units than the enemy. So it'll be a competition between the two sides to try and achieve that each turn during the game. We now have deployment zones now. We'll start alternating placing units on the board. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. The battle mat is from GameMat.eu, one of their urban design mats here with the streets laid out here. One of my favourite ones. Loads of brilliant colours going on here, rust effects and so on. Some of the terrain that we're using in this game is from their industrial terrain set as well. This building here, which I've been painting up to match in with my AdMech terrain. But you can check out GameMat.eu. The link's in the video description below for supplies of all sorts of different battle mats at different sizes. The new sizes for 40k games as well available from them. And then also pre-painted terrain sets, loads of sets available for your games of 40k as well. Okay, so deployment's done for both sides. So both armies making use of this terrain here. So playing this as a ruin, so this is going to be line of sight blocking terrain here. Yeah, obscuring terrain. There's one there, and then there's one just across the other side here for the Orcs. The terrain's pretty even here for both sides. Playing the AdMech terrain here, so that's the dense terrain, which is -1 firing through, and there's plenty of Unitorum armoured containers around here, which is exposed position, scalable. Tom's unit here is getting the benefit of cover. They're all within 3 inches there of that terrain. So that's pretty much it. There's a few barricades as well, the usual rules for that as well. So Celestine take a position behind the obscuring terrain here. A Battle Sister squad, 2 Exorcists parked at the back, ready to swing around on either flank wherever the firepower is required. Retributor squad here on this side. That's the unit with the double heavy bolter and the 2 multi-melters. And I'll go around the other side. Yeah, we'll cover the rest of Tom's deployment here. So this is the view from the other side. Repentia squads, 1 and 2 inside the Rhinos, ready to move out. Battle Sister squad here. Imagifier, Canoness, tucked in there. That's Beatrice.
That's Beatrice, yeah. And then the Celestians in front.
Yes.
And then Hannah's behind.
Oh, there she is, right. Just in there. Okay. And then you've got the Repentia squads inside the Rhinos. That's the squad that's going to outflank. And then these ones in the sky going to deep strike in. And they're called? Zephyrim. So plenty of units to learn the names for here. So often we see Sisters of Battle on the channel, so it's great to see them fully represented now in our league, hopefully. Hope to enter them in. Sisters of Battle to enter the league for the first time on the channel, so looking forward to seeing how well they get on. Orc deployment, it's sort of a spread here, 2 chunks on each flank and then some units taking shelter in the middle. So the guns have deployed here with their 36-inch range. Napoleon Git Smasher, the Big Mac, in amongst them. There's 1 unit of Orc Boys inside this truck. Gut Ripper's decided to go on this flank with the Bone Breaker. So Meganob's inside as the Weird Boy Warphead, Gut Ripper himself, and then the Pain Boy with them as well. The 2 Deathcopters sitting on the objective, just sheltering behind the terrain, and they've been joined by a unit of Tank Busters just tucked behind that building as well. Then on the other side, Zog's been put in charge of this flank, so 2 units of Orc Boys. Zog's just tucked behind, and they've been joined by the 2nd unit of Tank Busters inside their truck as well. So deployment's done for both sides. We have to roll up here to see who goes first. There's no choice involved anymore. Whoever rolls the highest must go first. I don't know. We'll just roll up and see here.
Ladies first.
Oh yes, of course, Tom. 4. A 4.
Okay.
Touche. Okay, here it comes. The next roll. It's a 3. It is a 4 again for the Orcs, so they will go first here. Some of them shooting weapons may struggle for range here. We'll see, but there's no choice. There's no choice for the Orcs. They must go first. I think it makes sense. Gut Ripper and the rest of the lads impatient here to get stuck into the Sisters of Battle. We'll go on to the first turn. It will be the Orcs that make the first move in this fight. Right, okay. So on turn 1 here for the Orcs, they're about to move. Tom's ability, the Passionate's called.
Yeah, so Sacred Right, so I can either roll for 2 or I can pick 1, and I've just picked the 1.
And 6s pop extra hits in close combat.
Yeah, score 6, hit rolls of 6, score 1 additional hit.
Okay, that's better than Goths. 6s pop extra attacks for us. So, but both sides are getting a benefit there in close combat, and that applies to across your army. Very
I
good.
think the only one that doesn't get it is Celestine.
Okay. All right, so we'll move here with the Orcs. The Orcs, we've got a gun line, we've got to control objectives for sure. If we go for an all-out assault, we've got to try and keep units back to hold home objectives and so on. So it can't be an all-out assault here for the Orcs. They do have firepower available, but we'll see what Gut Ripper decides to do. Usually his philosophy is to hang back and wait. Yes.
The opposing army is nearly completely dead.
And then
walk up and claim the glory.
Yes, because he's brutal but cunning at the same time.
I would like to just say that Hannah did issue a challenge, and he was placed down last, and Luke placed him as far away from Hannah as he possibly could.
Oh no, that was unintentional.
Oh, of course.
We're going the scenic route now. We're going to enjoy the drive. But Gut Ripper needs to stop at the post office first, and then he'll go around this way. But we'll see if they get to meet. These two characters have it in for each other here, but we'll see what happens. We'll move ahead here with the Orcs. The engine's revving and ready to go. All right, so movement's complete for the Orcs. So we just have to go forwards here. It's all about board control here. Engaging all fronts is one of our secondaries as well. So a general advance from the Orcs. We've kept the 2 copters just tucked at the back for now, just on patrol. But trucks gone forwards here. Zog just tucked in behind. Both units are tank busters. This unit here has advanced inside the truck onto the objective. Unit of boys inside the truck that advanced as well. So pushing up. But not too recklessly here. Tom's got some nasty close combat units available for sure. So claiming this objective quite strongly for the Orcs and trying to sneak around this flank as well at this point. Then over on this side, I've decided to push one of the guns around here. It might be able to stretch and hold on to that rear objective, but keeping its nose out here to shoot up the road. The other 3 have pushed forwards. This one's advanced here. Boys have advanced inside the truck. Gut Ripper's squared up, parked up next to this terrain, and then Napoleon gets Mesher just next to the mech guns to watch over them as they commence firing. Not too many targets though over on this flank. Some of the disadvantages of going first here. Tom's tucked many of his units away, especially the vehicles. The Exorcists here hidden away behind the line of sight obscuring terrain. Its movement's done. We'll go on to, there's no psychic phase here. The weird boy is currently inside the transport, so we're going to shooting phase here. Limited targets, but the Orcs definitely do have some shooting here at this stage of the game. So I'm going to fire the tank busters here. It's the unit that advanced, so it'll be 6s for hits. Going to go into this Rhino, it's the natural target. 8 shots. It will be re-rollable against vehicles, so that's one of the advantages. But searching for 6s here, we get 3. That's not too bad. Too bad to start. Tom's got his head in his hands already. That's the re-roll for those. Daka pops 3 extra attacks, which I'll then try and hit with, and they're re-rollable against vehicles. There's another 1. Okay, so then we're going to go for 3s to wound. Now they've all wounded. They're AP -3. That's going to be enough to pop that Rhino. It's quick work from the Orcs, but Tom's rolled a double 6. Good for you, Tom. That's an excellent roll. So,
Got rid of those yellow dice.
oh yeah, okay. 6 damage instead of 12. So pretty good result. Okay, we'll go for the tank busters inside this one. So these are going to be 5s for hits. I was thinking about playing more Daka, but it's 2 command points. So we'll leave that. We should be able to finish this Rhino off here. Looking for 5s or 6s. It's not too bad at all. This will help needing 5s. That's the re-rolls coming through. There's 3 6s in there, so we're going to pop another 3 shots, which crazy, and then re-rolling. This should do it. 3s to wound. And there's a number. Oh, look at that. Number have failed. Ooh, only 3. Blocking on 6s, so you'd need a double 6 to stop this. Okay. We will leave it then. Tom's up for this. Double 6 will stop the damage.
No.
No, all right. Rhino's gone. Just don't roll a 6. Okay. But Rhino destroyed it. Tank busters doing their work. Tom's going to roll up here. This is the painful part. 9 dice. Don't get 1s.
1, 2,
Okay, 2 slain as they disembark. Decisions about where to disembark now as well. The Orcs have got a little bit of DACA left. There's some big shooters dotted about on these transports. Still available to shoot here. All right, so Rhino removed from play. Repentia disembarking. There's not much option for them. The only option that Tom's gone for is to tuck them to the left here so that this one can't see. So there's a bit of DACA. 3 trucks to go into the Repentia, and this one I think can see through to this squad here. Zog's just out of range with his DACA guns. So we'll go for the one that advanced, needs 6s into the Repentia. So horrific. The one at the front missed entirely, and the other, this one here, 1 hit, it's a 6, it pops an extra shot, which misses, and we'll try and wound on a 3. It does not wound, so no damage at all on the Repentia. This one is going to go through against the Battle Sister squad, needing 5s and 6s, 2 hits, pops an extra 2 shots, which miss, and a wound comes through, a save of 3+ if they're not all within range 3 of the building. Passed with their armour. Okay, so that's pretty much the firepower concluded on this side of the board. I think Orcs will be happy enough to... Well, the tank busters will be rejoicing, destroying one of the rhinos. That fills their hearts with joy to see enemy vehicles being blown up here. So mission accomplished, I think, on this flank for the Orcs. We'll cross over to the other side of the board. So I'm going to fire this mech gun here. It does have line of sight. We can see the good half of the banner on this squad just here. So D6 shots. It's 3. We'll not re-roll that one. I'll leave it as it stands. We're looking for 4s. We've got 2 hits. The 6 pops an extra shot, which hits. 2s to wound. 2 wounds to come through. AP -3.
Onto these guys?
Yes.
So 5 up save them?
5 up, yes, because of cover, yeah.
1 pass?
Does block 1. D6 damage, but
I'll just take off the banner so you can't see anymore.
yeah, I thought that would happen. Banner's been shot to pieces here. The rest could now take shelter behind the terrain, so that's the obvious choice for Tom to remove that model from play. And I think that's going to cut my firepower short here. We can't see anything else. This squad's hidden away. Tom's vehicles are hidden behind this line of sight blocking terrain, obscuring terrain, and trying to wheedle through some shots across here. I don't think there's any other targets. We'll just check this truck. Maybe any part of the vehicle might be able to see through. Some final checks here, but I think our firepower's coming to an end here. This truck can see the Repentia. 6s for hits though, because we advanced. 1 hit comes through, pops an extra shot, which misses. 3s to wound a Repentia. We do wound, so a save of...
I get a...
It's not much.
I get a 6 up save for my Shield of Faith, and then Beatrice gives +1 to that, so it's a 5 up invulnerable save.
Great.
Passed.
Roll a 6, well done. Shooting phase finished, no charges for the Orcs here. Some distance still to go between them and the Sisters of Battle. Orcs go first. As I said at the start, no choice involved. It seems to have gone okay so far, pretty much as we predicted. We knew that Rhino would be in trouble at the start of the game. Orcs have managed to pick it off. Tom has a chance now to move out from behind his starting positions here and to lay down some firepower into the Orcs. We'll see how effective that is and see how close his units venture towards the Orc advance as well. End of turn 1 for the Orcs. Not too bad a start from them, but still very early days in this game. It is a practice battle here for the Sister Battle, a chance for them to flex their muscles and see what they can do.
Just need to do leadership for these and for them. Now, I can't fail, but the reason I'm doing it is because if I roll a 1, then I can get Miracle Dice. So for these, no.
Okay.
And for those, no.
Okay. So. Marks the end of the turn. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Sisters of Battle. Their debut turn on the regular channel here on YouTube. Alright, so movement's complete here for the Sisters Battle on their turn 1. It looks like they've shifted to their left-hand flank here. I'm going to try and take on the Orcs on this side of the board. So Repentia have moved forwards and advanced, and they're allowed to charge.
Yeah, they advance 6. I need to pay CP for them to charge, but yeah, they can.
So what you don't shoot your charge into looks like the philosophy. It could be the way the Sisters of Battle work. Battle Sister squad here pushing through. Rhino's moved onto this, and that's got the second squad of Repentia inside.
These are the Celestians advanced, Celestine advanced, the Imagifier advanced, Canoness just stayed where she was to give the re-rolls to the Exorcists. Melta's just moved up within range to shoot there.
I see.
And their retributors on the other side.
Yeah, they've shifted off over more towards that corner, keeping themselves hidden as much as possible and close enough to the terrain to benefit from cover. These have claimed the central objective. The two exorcists at the back, clear line of sight all the way up the road.
And these boys are scrambling.
Deploying scramblers. Yes. Right, so we've got a melted gunshot coming through first of all.
And a heavy bolter.
Yep.
And the one bolter that can see. So I'll start with the melted gunshot. Hits.
3s for wounds.
-4.
Nothing I can do.
D6. 6.
That's a good start there, Tom. 6 damage taken. Oh, ramshackle. I think I have to roll a 6 to block it. It's a 1 in 6 chance, whether it's a 6 or a 1. I roll a 6 to try and stop this. It's gone through the door.
You rolled a 6.
Did I?
Your dice.
I did.
Unbelievable.
Blocked, right. So 6 damage becomes 1. Yeah, I got it right, because I've been told a number of times I've been trying to roll 1s. It should be 6s, so the 6 I rolled is correct. It drops down to just 1 damage.
Heavy bolt.
It's quite a big result, that.
I moved, but I'm re-rolling 1s for the canonists. And a 5. Nope. And then just 2 bolters. 1 hit.
5s for a wound.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. We'll try and take a save of 4+. No, another wound taken, so dropping down to 8 wounds left. So Tom's going to shoot the yellow truck here. That's got tank busters inside, and this is the exorcist that's going to fire.
Yeah. And the heavy bolter as well.
Yeah, there's a heavy bolter available.
Go into the same
Target.
Yeah.
Tom rolls well. These trucks will not last very long at all.
But then if you roll well and roll ramshackled,
Yeah,
then they'll be perfectly fine.
ramshackle's the only thing that can keep us safe here. It's going to cut through the armour, no problem, on our 4+ armour save.
So it is 3d3 shots. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
I do miss the big mech on a bike with custom force field. He could have joined them, but he's not in the list yet.
Hit on 3s. Rolling 1s.
God, quadruple 1. Do you want to borrow my orange dice?
Oh dear. Okay, so
It's better.
4 times. Okay, yep. And then 3s to wound.
Yep. Important roll.
That is 3, and I'm going to spend a CP.
To make that one go through.
Yeah. Yep. So 4.
It's -3, isn't it?
It's -3, yes.
Yeah, nothing I can do. And what kind of damage are you looking
D6.
at? D6. 4d6 damage. I'm just going to
10,
destroy it.
13, 14, 15. So the 6. I shouldn't get you to do the 6 first, should I?
No, I've used them. I'll not roll any more 6s.
Good. 6, 3.
Close, but no. So it's going to die. No matter what I roll. I rolled to see if I did ramshackle or anything. No, it's too well built, that thing. It was an Imperial Fist Rhino. So it's now been destroyed. And just, I've got a habit of rolling 6s. Don't want to roll 1 now. No, alright. Vehicle destroyed. The occupants inside. 8 of the lads plus the dog. And they all survive. Well done. So we'll disembark with those. Okay, so that's the current situation. Disembarking here with the tank busters in range of the objective, just going behind the vehicle. As Tom may get a better line of sight to him if he wants to shoot them, if he can take out some of these trucks just here. But so far, so good. Firepower has proved very effective against the Orc light transports at this stage. Right, okay. So going into this truck here, it's going to be toughness 8. It's an old Lehman Russ, but since the Orcs have got their hands on it, it drops to toughness 6 because it's just a piece of looted junk now.
Just making sure that's what I want to do, I think.
Yeah, Tom's got another exorcist available here. It could be a case of rinse and repeat here on one of these Orc vehicles.
Obviously, if I get them out, you'll deploy them behind. That's the problem, and make everything further away. But I'll be pushing you back away from my vehicles, so yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
3d3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Quadruple 1 again, shall we? That's even. There we go. 4.
4 have come through, and here comes another important roll in 3s.
That's 3.
Very good. 3d6, nothing I can do. Wow, it's, a 4, 5, and a 6. Yeah, the 6 damage, we'll try and block it with Ramshackle. Nope. The 5 damage, no. And then the 4 damage, we do block that, but it's still going to be enough to destroy that vehicle. 6 will blow up, it does not. And then the occupants inside will die on 1s. One of them's been slain, so 7 tank busters will disembark here. But Orc vehicle's not lasting too long in the face of Tom's superior firepower at this point. Okay, so situation now, both vehicles removed, the 7 of the tank busters disembarking behind, just trying to stay away from the Repentia squad, but there's a heavy bolt in range that's coming from that squad, just in there, yeah, 3s to hit them.
Re-rolling 1s for Canoness, and 3s, -2.
Nothing I can...
-1, sorry, -1, 2 damage.
Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do, so we're going to lose one of the tank busters. And take 2 casualties now. Tom's popped smoke, by the way. He's marked it with the fluff there, just to remind us for the -1 to hit. So you can leave comments below. Please like the video if you're enjoying the game. Just hitting the thumbs up, and then leave a comment. Subject here is Tom's army. So we're just gauging how well they're doing, how well you think they'll do in the league. So you can leave comments regarding improvements to Tom's list, tweaks and changes. It's just early stages for him, it's his 4th game with these, so still plenty to learn, but there's no better way than getting involved in games here. Exorcists, brilliantly painted. Tom's done a great job on those, and they've provided some excellent firepower support here for the Sisters of Battle, and it's sort of an illustration of how the army's meant to work. Some firepower support at the back, sort of, yes, Battle Sister squads in the middle, and then close combat units pushing through with the firepower support, so that's all going according to how the army is meant to work, and they've all ganged up on this side, on Zog's flank around here. As per usual, Zog takes the brunt of the enemy attack.
Zog's not a coward, that's why.
Where is the Ripper?
Ripper is...
oh, he's over there.
Hiding.
He's all the way over the other side of the board.
So I'm going to spend 2 CP for Storm of Retribution to increase my multi-meter range by 12 inches over the other side, and they're going to fire into Ripper's transport. That's why I'm thinking, like, should I do it? Because I'm hitting on 4s.
I was thinking about playing Storm of Retribution. The range is just about in range here of the battle wagon. Tom can fire at that to try and cause some damage potentially on this flank. Yeah, heavy bolt is in range as well. Interested in this one. There's a fair chance that Tom could cause some trouble here for the Bonebreaker battle wagon. It's sort of languishing over in this corner, waiting and watching grot guns move past. It's a bit of a queue here on this side.
So go heavy bolts first.
So you're looking for 4s?
I am indeed. That was not good.
Then 5s to wound.
1.
1's made it through.
-1.
-1. Okay, so we'll take a 4+ armor save here to try and block this. 2 damage. We failed. I'm going to leave it just in case there's a...
Ramshackle that?
No. This isn't Ramshackle. This is the finest Orc vehicle. It's good. So, as good as it gets for the Orcs.
4s. 2.
Okay.
And toughness is 8, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So 4s again. 1.
The 1.
And I've used my
CP, yeah.
So 1.
5+ invuln save here. That's coming from the vehicle itself, the Fortress, and we block it vitally.
So I will use my ammo cherub to fire again with one of the multi-mowers.
Okay, interesting.
Hits once.
4s for the wound. No, it doesn't come through. Okay, no damage coming through against the Ripper's vehicle. So at this point, shooting phase is now finished. Not too bad. 2 trucks destroyed. Tank busters have been kicked out of their transport. So far, so good. Charges now to take place. Sisters of Battle have the privilege of charging in first here in this game. It's the Repentia squad. They're exactly where they're meant to be. Poised and ready to charge into this Orc truck.
Yep, so charge into the truck.
Away they go on a 9. It's a good roll. Okay, let Tom move the models and prepare to fight here. Yes, he's going to roll up as far as he can. Going to try and disrupt the Orcs here. Yes, so that's the move. I could see it coming. I think we all know what's going to happen here. We're going to get a pile-in move now. So they're going to swing around the back, edging closer towards these Orc tank busters. I think the idea for Tom is to destroy the truck and then run on into the tank busters to disrupt them. Yeah, well, I don't know, because we'll attack you and get a number of attacks.
But you'll have to kill them all.
Yes.
Just to prevent me from stopping you from shooting next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to stop you from shooting.
Okay.
I'm happy to die. They're crazy ladies, and that's what they live for. They live to die, so it's fine.
Okay.
In fact, I get miracle dice when they die. That's how happy they are when they die.
Okay, well, we'll watch them die.
Yeah.
Okay, truck first. I think Tom fancies his chances of destroying this vehicle. It's on 0 damage at the moment, so it's on its full 10 wounds. Okay, spending CP here, tear them down, being used. How many command points you got left now?
4 left.
Got 4. Okay, this is a healthy amount still remain. So it's not a full squad. It's a unit of 7. There's 24 attacks here. Gonna need 3s.
Yeah, so 2 attacks base, and then because they're Bloody Rose, they get +1 on the charge.
Okay.
So I'm hitting on 4s. 6s are good. So,
For your popping extra hits, yep.
Yeah, 6s are good. And I'm a zealot, so I'm re-rolling everything.
What? That's ridiculous.
It's a lot of extra hits.
That's incredible.
So 2, 4, 6 extras on top.
So Tom was complaining about the Tank Buster's reroll ability, but he's got his own units that can do this
I'm
similar
under
stuff.
no illusion that these will definitely 100% change in the new codex.
You reckon?
Because for the points that they are,
Mm-hmm.
the damage they can do is crazy. But if you look at them, they fall over. So then it's 3s.
Because of the stratagem being used.
Yeah.
And it's helped out to some degree. There's plenty of 3s, a few 3s coming through.
So they are all -3. 2 damage each.
Right. So yeah, you've killed 2 or 3 trucks.
30 wounds.
30 wounds. That is 3 trucks. So 15.
Yeah.
Why am I even rolling?
You can't.
I'll save my 6s for something else. I can't even. Well, I could roll, but there's absolutely no point. But I might roll 1 dice, Tom. Needing a 6. There it is.
I don't mind. It's going to get your.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll get your dudes as well, and I've got feel no pain.
Oh, we'll check. Yes, if it's 6-inch range or 3, we'll check here for the truck. I really didn't want that to happen. Stupid. This is 6-inch range. Right. So D3 mortal wounds on this squad just here. 2 mortal wounds taken is nothing I can do. I'm going to have to lose models. We'll remove them in a minute. And then from that squad, D3. 2 taken from that squad as well. That's a pain. And then on Tom's squad, Repentia. Just a mortal wound taken, which Tom could ignore on a...
No.
No, okay. Right, so this is the situation here. Orc vehicle's been cleared out. 3 vehicles gone now. Tom is going to try and disrupt one of the Orc units here. Casualties, I'd remove the knob from here to absorb the 2 mortal wounds, and removed a regular tank buster and one of the bomb squigs as well from that squad. But casualties have been marked up. Disembarking with the Orc boys just here, so they've sat in that position as well, but Orc vehicle's taking heavy damage here this time. So I've piled in, I'm going to attack here. There's no knob, so 10 attacks, needing 3s. They've all hit except 1. 6s don't pop extra attacks, this is a different culture. 3s to wound. Not so good. Tom's squad's going to survive. Command reroll, I don't think there's any point. So 5 have made it through, yeah.
6 plus invulns first.
Okay.
Nope. And then 5 up feel no pains.
That's very helpful, especially if you roll like that. Well done, 555. Okay, so Tom's tied up one of the Tank Buster squads. That's been worth the sacrifice of losing a couple of models. Yep.
So a couple of things with the miracle dice. And when the Exorcist shot through and blew up one of the vehicles, at the end of that phase I got a miracle dice and I rolled a 1. Then I used Beatrice's ability, the Litanies of Faith I believe it is, to re-roll it and got a 6.
Mm-hmm.
The Repentia have just destroyed this transport here, so I get to re-roll or get to roll a miracle dice for them of a 1.
Which you have to keep.
Which I have to keep because I can only do the re-roll once per
It might be useful for their morale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
okay.
only lost 2, so I don't think I can.
Okay. Yeah, it's painful to play it. I want to try and free up that squad, they're going to be wasted. Get stuck in, lads. Going to fight again with the Tank Busters, so 10 attacks. This could be a foolhardy idea. It might free up that squad. We'll see what happens. We'll try and get our hits here first of all on 3s. Okay. And then we're going to try and wound. You never know, I might spend another command point trying to get another wound coming. Oh no!
No.
That's...
Oh dear.
No, I'm not going to spend any more command points. We'll stop there. So six is to stop, 5's to block.
No, take 2.
Kill 2 more. But that was a costly amount being spent to try and bring the Repentia squad down.
A 2 for morale.
Yes, so morale's fine. They're going to hold some morale results to get here for the Orcs as well. Okay, so morale. Passed here. It's no problem with these. Passed here and then across here. Failed, but didn't roll any 1s, so just lost the 1 casualty from there. The tank busters fight on now at half strength. So turns finished. Sisters of Battle have caused more trouble for the Orcs, more damage. But still early stages in this game. Gut Ripper out of position across the other side of the board. His intention was to stay away from trouble, but now finds himself out of position away from the fighting. We'll get a summary of points. We'll give you the score line here as turn 1 comes to a close. Yeah, it's 5 points to 0 to the Sisters of Battle at this point. Tom picking up points to grind them down. 3 points for that. And the other 2 was for... Engage in all fronts, yes, for crossing over into table quarters. All right. Turn 1 comes to an end. Orcs can prepare to respond. Their positioning's not that great. Let's see if we can recover the situation. We'll go on to their turn 2 next. Right, so movement for the Orcs. 1 Deathcopter's moved across to here, just trying to watch the back door. Tom does have a deep striking unit that can arrive. This gun's remained where it is. This one, I rolled for advance. I've backed it out of the way just to let the Ripper through. So 10-inch move for him, just paying points to cross the barrier. And then across is 1 gun advance, managed to get over and across. I've done this before, got stuck behind barriers of these guns, but that one's moved over. Big Mac's moved up as well. This one's moved up to reach the barricades here. These guns redundant here at this point because Tom's cleared out and I can't see any targets over on this flank. He has left the way open. Boys inside this truck have now claimed this objective across here, and then movement around the other side will cover next. So Orc boys, I think they're going to get shot to pieces, so we're going to commit them now. So this squad that was inside this transport's pushed through in this direction, just a regular move. This squad that was here has made a regular 5-inch move, remaining in close combat here. Zog's backtracked and gone around here, is going to try and charge into the Repentia before they get a chance to fight. And then this empty truck has now been occupied by the tank busters that have now gone inside that vehicle, taking cover for now. So that's Orc movement done. It is disjointed from them here at this point in the game, but we'll go on to their shooting phase next. Okay, going to fire this squad. Tank buster bomb into the Rhino. The pistols, range 12, are going to go into this smaller 5-lady squad. So the knob gets 2, and then it's a squad of 8, so another 6 shots here. In 5s and 6s. 6 pops an extra shot, which hits as well. It's good shooting from the boys. And 3's to wound. 3 wounds come through. Regular armor save of 3+.
1 failed.
Just 1 brought down. No feel, no pain shenanigans. Okay. And then tank buster bomb. 3 shots.
-1.
Right, so 6 is beneath. Got 1. Pops an extra shot. Yes, with Daka. So we'll try and hit again on 6. No. We'll try and wound. We do. -2. Oh, saved. That would have been... No, 1 damage. Okay, so that's their firepower complete. We've got this squad here. Tank buster bomb again, repeating that process. And then we'll go for pistol shots. I don't want to take away here from this squad. That may well be the target for our charge. We'll do everything into the Rhino. I'm going to try and chip some wounds off of that. So tank buster bomb, 2 shots. 6 is required. Got 1. Another shot, which misses. 3's for a wound. Yeah, another wound comes through. -2. D6 damage. 2 damage taken. And we're not going to destroy it, so we'll leave that result as it stands. And then the rest of the shots from that squad. 6s. Just the 1. Pops an extra shot, which fails. 5's for a wound. Nothing. Okay, so that's their firepower complete. Okay, so the Bone Breaker across here does have line of sight to this squad, so we're going to go into that. So all of the... Tom's going to be on a 2+ armor save, though, because he's still kept himself within the area required for cover for the Munitorum containers. We're going to fire everything that we have, so the kill cannon first of all. It's minimum of 3 against that size squad. 6 models. Yeah, so 3 shots. Trying to get 5s. 555. Two's to wound. 2 wounds come through. I might just command reroll. I'm going to command reroll that one. Yeah, -2. So 2 up, 3 up, 4 up saves on 3 dice.
Pass 2. So I'll take the normal sister and the superior.
Yeah, okay, Tom's shielding the heavier weapons. Okay, and then we'll go for the 9 shots here with the big shooters. Oh, not as good. 2 hits. A wound comes through. So simple 2 up armor save. Passed. Yeah, this gun can see. It can now see this squad here that's gone inside the ruin. So there's just about got line of sight to it. We did move. So D6 shots. And we need a 5. Yes, a 5 for a hit.
Shooting through. Yeah.
-1 and -1. It's not stackable anyway. For 9.
It was normally, yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yes, no. So we've got a hit come through. We'll try and cause a wound. We do. It's -2. And it has been saved. Okay, with the benefit of cover.
I've got a 4 up in one there as well.
Okay, right. Okay, 4 plus in 1 save available.
+1 from Celestine and +1 from Beatrice.
Okay, no, fine. Okay, so 4 plus in 1 save available here. Orc firepower has struggled here. The army's a little bit out of joint at this stage, but some firepower coming through. Some melees lined up here for the Orcs. We'll go on to charges for them next. Right, multiple charges taking place. Orc boys have gone in. Remember, we've got Assassinate here for the Orcs. So the she's a character, the whip lady.
She certainly is.
Right, okay, so gone into her, plus the Rhino. Orc boys rolled really well here, rolled 9. So we've gone up and across and down so that they'll all get to fight across there. And of course, Zog charging in to try and get rid of the 2 Repentia. Now, that might cause an issue because I don't want to interrupt on him.
Wink.
Yeah, okay. So we maybe have to fight with Zog because he always dies on the early turns of the game. I don't want that happening to him. I'm going to try and let him last a bit longer. So we have to fight with Zog first. We'll make a decision here, but I think Zog must fight first here. Yeah, this is really tough. I'm mightily tempted to attack first here with the boys and try and see if Zog can tank the hits from the 2 Repentia. Tom fancies that, but he's getting loads of attacks here. He'll hammer this squad of Orc boys, and they'll be completely wasted. I'm going to go first here with these. I'm sorry, Zog, but
I would do that as well.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we'll stick with this one. I'm going to fight here. There's not too much danger for this squad, I don't think, and Zog will take the risk of him surviving or not. So we're going to max out him with this squad of Orc boys about to attack. Yeah, okay, right. So the knob first of all. Gets his hits. 2's to wound. Yeah, 3 wounds come through, -1. This is the big chopper.
So I ignore -1 because of the image of fire.
Okay, 3 ups then.
So, all passed.
Armour holds. Very good so far. Then it's 3 lots of 9 for the boys with their sluggers and choppers. I can see some 6s. So remember those. We'll take away the misses. Ain't bad at all. So another 6 attacks generated. This is for Goths, and they've all hit. Oof. So we've got 27 out of 27 here, and then 3s to wound. I'm gonna try to just.
I think I can make that many saves.
I'm going to try. There's some fouled there, so I'm going to take away the ones that are fouled again. Which is a few, but when you're rolling a lot of dice, it starts to average out after all. There's no minus with these. So, here it is. 17 saves of 3+. If you're painting, watching this video, put your brush down and watch Tom's save here. 17 dice, needing 3+. They're 1 wound each, these Battle Sisters.
Oh, I just killed one.
Tons of 5s and 6s. That's ridiculous.
I failed 3.
That's a good roll.
That is a good roll.
Using his red dice. Tom insisted on using those. We haven't forgotten about the Patreons. They have their own dice to be used at some point during the game for an important role of some kind. We'll call their names out as the dice are used. You can see them just over there. That's the Patronic dice. Haven't touched them yet in this game. Maybe saving them for some important or more important dice rolling later on. Squad's still in pretty good condition and I reckon can harm the Orcs. So, Tom, are you going to interrupt players? The question? 2 CP to take down Zog.
Take down Zog. 4's... Well, it's be 3 CP to take down Zog. Because 2 CP to interrupt.
Yeah.
And +1.
Oh, because you want to play
what I might do? I might interrupt and just kill the
Yes, more of a patient approach. Destroy the tank busters and then blow Zog away with firepower. Could be talking myself into Zog's destruction here. Okay, Tom is going to interrupt play, but it's not going to be here. It's actually going to be the
Repentia Superior.
Repentia Superior. Lots of attacks available for her, and Tom wants to cut down the Orc boys.
She gets 4 attacks base, plus 1 because you charged her. She is...
Bloody Rose, an extra attack?
Bloody Rose is from you charging her.
Right. Looking at 3s for hits here. Tom's dropped down to 2 command points left. The Orcs have 3 at this point in the game.
That's not particularly what I wanted to see. And then 3s.
No, just the one. Okay, so 1 Orc boy slain. So what was the intent here, to try and slay 3-4 boys to...
I was just hoping to maybe get 3, because when it got through, it would just flat kill them.
Right.
Just to try and reduce the attacks coming back onto her.
To keep her alive, to prevent the assassinate. Yes, it's victory points Tom's trying to stop the Orcs from achieving here. Okay, so Orcs now free to attack with their charging units. I'll go for Zog. So 5 attacks of him. Needing 2s. He gets to reroll his hits because of the lucky stick. And then it's going to be 2s to wound as a drop dice, 2s to wound, and they're rerollable. They've all come through. So 5.
All the 6s. No, just 1.
Blocked 1.
How many damage?
Well, D3 at a time.
Okay.
So D3 on the first one, just the one.
5 up. Nope, so 1 dead.
And then 3D3 on the other one. So.
Oh yeah, I can do this. I can do this.
How is that?
I can't do this.
Alright, so Repentia, gone. Zog's done his job. Tom's going to call upon a patronic dice here.
I'm going to call upon Luke.
Luke Schwengel.
This is, I'm rolling for the miracle dice because my Repentia died.
Need a miracle, Luke.
2. Oh, Luke. Oh, Luke.
Never mind.
No, I can re-roll 1 per turn. So from the litanies of faith, so I'll re-roll that.
Okay. Luke's got a second chance. 4, pretty good. Okay, so miracle dice goes into the pot. You've got 4 miracle dice now. 2 4s, a 6 and a 1. Right, we'll try and strike down the superior. Or the what's the name again?
So
This is superior. Okay.
Yeah.
3 hits. This is sluggers or choppers going into her. There's 2 6s in there, so pop some extra attacks. 1 of them hits. 3s to wound. There's no minuses involved here, so it's 6 regular saves for her.
Takes 2.
2 wounds, okay, she's surviving. And then see if the knob can bring her down. Excellent, that is really good. An extra attack, which hits as well. We've got a wannabe war boss here, 2s to wound. Okay, these are at -1. There's 3 of them, and they're 2 damage a time.
So I ignore the -1.
Oh.
Which means...
It's 4 damage.
Which means what I should have done is probably used a miracle dice. Even if I used a command reroll, she's dead. So
it's gone. Alright, boys have done the job. They've picked off one of the characters here. No attacks have gone into the Rhino. The main aim was to bring the character down.
Character?
Miracle dice, yeah, here it comes.
Miracle dice at the end of it'll be from the end of the turn, because you killed a character. And I'll use Marcus.
Marcus Anthony here.
Ooh,
A 1.
Marcus, come on.
Okay, so Tom will add that to his pile. Using the patrons for miracles here at this point. We've done here, so we're looking for Tom's attacks back here. The Orc boys may well take some damage here. Right, so 8 attacks.
Now, I am sadly hitting on 4s.
Are they really? Regular
Yeah.
Sisters of Battle 4+?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Are you rolling 1s? Nope. So 3. I am strength 4 now.
That's because of...
Because of the banner.
Right, okay.
So that's
Well,
3 and -1.
I can't stop it, just got t-shirts.
And then I have the Sister Superior.
Okay.
That's 3 dead so far. Sister Superior. Hitting on 4s as well. Dear. And that's 1 more dead.
Okay, 4 Orc boys slain. All right, so that concludes that. So turn is now coming to an end. Bit of morale to resolve here, and we'll calculate points coming through. But Orcs are sent in a wave of Orc boys here. It's disrupting the Sisters of Battle, keeping them back. And the bigger picture in this game, look, despite the disruption of the Orcs around here, they've kept the Sisters of Battle back over across in this direction. So Orcs tactically dominating the table, despite their haphazard approach to this fight so far. Tom now in control of just one primary objective, Orcs in control of 5. So from that point of view, it's looking good for them, but it's still very early stages in this game, only turn 2. Tom does have reserves to arrive. If you can repulse the Orcs here and push out, gunning the Orcs down as he goes, then there's certainly means of recovery here for the Sisters of Battle. But morale first here for the Orcs, and then we'll conclude turn 2 for them. Yeah, morale failed here. Did lose a good view from the squad, but they remain in close combat there, and then across here, maintaining close combat, no problem for morale for the larger unit of boys. So turns come to an end. Orcs picking up their points for primaries. Engaging all fronts, 3 points picked up for table quarters. Orcs in this quarter, the opposite quarter as well, and obviously the 2 home quarters for them as well. 3 points picked up for assassinate for the Orcs also. So that puts us on 21. Tom has a turn in hand. We'll move on to Sisters of Battle. Turn 2 coming up next as they try and remedy the situation. Right, so we're on turn 2 here for the Sisters of Battle. 5 points picked up for primaries. Tom in control of that objective across there. It's the key now for Tom. What he's going to try and do is break out and push past the Orcs in this position here and try and regain areas of the table here to reclaim lost objectives. And remember, it's engaging all fronts for him as well, so to try and claim table quarters. But Tom trying to figure out a possible breakout here for some of his units. And remember, there is the deep striking Seraphim, they're called. Yeah, the 10-woman squad of Seraphim to turn up somewhere on the board. And Tom's saying he can use his miracle dice to get a guaranteed charge, which is exceptionally good. He can use a 3 and a 6, for example, to get that 9-inch charge to automatically go ahead. So they could turn up plenty of options for them. They could turn up anywhere on the board. So this fight is far from over at this stage. Orcs, their disjointed attack has had some success. Tactically, they've claimed a vast area of the battlefield, but the Sisters of Battle preparing to counterattack and to break out of that pocket that they find themselves in at the moment. So just as Tom's moving, just remind you the objective markers, the brand new ones, the metallic ones that are available, the zinc alloy, bronze plated ones, a special 10-year anniversary ones available. Link for them either in the video description or in the comments section. And remember also the stickers and then the acrylic objective markers all available as well. And then don't forget to like the video. It really helps the channel, and then also to leave a comment here. So subject matter still the Sisters of Battle, early stages here, game wise and experience wise for Tom's Sisters of Battle, just getting used to them. He's saying something's sort of missing with them at the moment.
Like something's missing.
Okay, so help in the comments section, much appreciated as the Sisters of Battle prepare to enter into the Season 9 League. Alright, so Tom's moving, he's just checking over, I think it's virtually finished here. So moving out, getting ready to shoot with these.
Yep.
Then deep strike into here with the Xeraphim, so not somewhere else across the board. Tom sheltering behind here for now, getting ready to counterattack the Orcs as they potentially come in. Squads moving through. Celestine with them starting to push through in this direction. There's been some interesting moves on the other side of the table here. So not to forget, this squad here has turned up, so they should be able to complete.
Yeah, they're deploying scramblers.
Deploying scramblers, okay, for one of Tom's secondaries. This squad is disengaged and is snaking through in this direction. Repentius, they were inside the Rhino. They've been able to go 2 up and 2 down.
5 across.
5 across, so that's including their 6-inch move, their 3-inch disembark. Then Tom used a miracle dice generator to get a guaranteed 6-inch advance. They've made it to here, so now there's a potential charge going into Zog and the tank busters. The Rhino's backed out of close combat, and Hannah, the Canoness, has moved in to try and charge into the Orc boys and deal with them, plus the squad next to her as well. And that is about it. But the idea is to clear the Orcs away. Yes, this is an important move. Tom's tapped into the building with both of these vehicles. They can now see through the terrain and going to offload their firepower across into the Orc vehicles and potentially some of the guns as well. So this is the point now where the Sisters of Battle try to break out. It's this point in the game where Tom tries to repel the Orcs and lead his army and expand them out across the table. We'll see if he can do it. We've gone to shooting phase, an important phase coming up now for the Sisters of Battle. Right, so some bolter shots just from the small squad that's arrived on the corner.
One that can't see.
And this is going into the truck.
Just into the truck.
5s to wound.
1.
Okay, we'll take a 4-up save. And we fail, so wound can be taken, dropping down to 7. Okay, just standing back so you can get a view of the fighting here across the table.
So we're going to do 2 bolters, 3 bolters and a melter gun into these 3 up here.
Yes, may as well shoot them before charging in.
3 bolters.
This is rapid fire. 4s to wound. Nothing, the Orc toughness of their hides protecting them.
We're rolling 1s for Hannah. Into a 1.
Missed, okay.
Okay. Right. Then we're going to...
The Patreons. Plenty of dice not used. Pick me, Tom, pick me. That's what they're crying out. I haven't used any yet, so...
We'll go with heavy bolter and bolter shots into the ones at the top here.
Yep.
So heavy bolter, moved, rerolling 1s, don't take with any. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5 because we've got a bolt pistol and a melter in there.
Okay, 3s fits. 4s for wounds.
Oh, this
Not coming through, no.
It's
It's not so good at the moment. Orc toughness protecting them so far.
First exorcist.
Here it is, right, big guns.
Heavy bolters going into these Orcs here.
Yep.
And then going into your main...
Ripper. His vehicle.
Yeah, because I'm aware that he can, even though he's in very thick armour, can run about 30 inches out of the vehicle.
Not that bad.
I'm wondering whether I... No, I'll go with the...
These first.
Yeah, I'll go with them first, yeah.
Okay. There's no -1. Tom can draw a straight line of sight without having to go through the terrain, so he can hit at his normal ballistic skill, and they ignore their movement. Right, so it's going to be 3s. So
heavy bolters first.
Right, heavy bolters, 6 shots. 5s.
1.
1 makes it through, so we'll take a 4-up save. Which we fail. We'll take the 2 damage on that one just in case the multi-melters make it through. 3 hits. Right, this is the big roll here. It's going to be 4s to wound.
So I'll make 1 auto wound.
This is a miracle dice.
I'm wondering, I just want to double check 1 or more basically.
So what's this?
So I'm using 2 miracle dice to instantly go through.
Right.
And then I'm rolling for a 4-up. So 3 through.
Okay. Right, I see. This is the wounds. How interesting. So we'll try and take 5+ invuln saves here. We've passed 1. I'm going to command reroll with patronic help. We'll go for I'm going to go for Nathan Skrazuti. The danger here, the problem is it's an Imperial Fist dice, but it's a Patronic dice. It's a 6. Blocked. With a... Tom shakes his head. If that was a regular Imperial Fist dice, it would have failed, but it's a Patronic dice. Thank you, Mr. Skrazuti. Tom's going to use a Patronic dice for damage.
Nicholas Lucas. 5.
5. Well, that's a really good roll. Okay, so 5 damage coming through from Nicholas Lucas. The patrons are competing with each other here. So that plus the other 2.
I don't get +2 because I'm not in half range.
No, plus the other 2 for your heavy bolter.
Oh, yes, yeah. And the other 2 from the heavy bolter last round.
Yes, right, gotcha. Yes, 9 damage. The damage from last turn was recovered by Grot Riggers and the Big Mech. So 9 wounds remaining now.
So the first Exorcist is going to fire his heavy bolter into these 3 up here.
I'm going to die. If Tom's going to fire 2 Exorcists at that, it's trouble.
So heavy bolter into these guys first. Reroll them once.
So they really have done their job. With the help of Patronic dice and miracles, have caused serious damage against the Ripper's battle wagon here.
3 at -1, 2 damage each.
Nothing I can do, just they can be removed. That's that squad gone. Remember, there's kill points here, or trying to kill more units than me. There's a competition here for grind them down, so Tom trying to wipe out whole units here.
And then the 3d3 shots. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's good. No minuses involved. I think Ripper's vehicle is going to be blown to pieces here. We'll see. Bang on average. Or above average. Forced to wound though. A toughness 8 may help a bit.
It certainly does.
2 have made it through.
No rerolls left then?
No. 5 plus invuln save. I need help here. Give me Andrew Swan, roll these one at a time. Andrew Swan, Patronic dice. Blocked. Paul Cook. Blocked as well. So 2 5s rolled and the damage blocked with the help of Patronic dice. We're running out though. Tom's got 2 left. I've got 1 left to use at this stage. That is ridiculous. So I've got even getting high scores on Imperial Fist dice here. So Exorcist, surely the second must fire Gut Ripper's battle wagon and maybe the heavy bolter as well. There's 9 wounds to try and pick up here against this vehicle. If it doesn't die this turn, then it may well find itself in trouble next turn.
The heavy bolter is going to go. The heavy bolter is going to go into the
Tank Busters.
Tank Busters.
Okay.
And then the Exorcist into the other one. Oh, it's 3 dead.
Yeah, it's nothing I can do that. So just take 3 off from that squad.
I'm going to charge both anyway. So where do you want me to take them from?
So yeah, the ones that are closest to you can go. Those 3. That's it. They're going to go. Okay. Okay, Tom's losing patience with the Orcs here. We'll see how many shots with the...
I'm losing patience with the Imperial Fist dice that have betrayed me for the last 3 years.
I've been using them.
And now they're turning against me. 3d3
Don't go home, just stay. We all roll triple ones. It happens to us all.
It doesn't happen to you though. It just happens to me. There is a stratagem somewhere, but I need to find it that allows me to reroll them, I think.
Well, isn't it a command reroll? Is the number of shots for a weapon?
Don't believe so.
Oh dear, okay. Devastating refrain. He's going to call upon a stratagem here. So what does this do?
I can reroll.
All 3 of those?
Yeah. So I'm going to call on Ray because I'm getting very cross. And
it's not that bad. And bob along boy. Oh, we have to roll them 2 separately because Ray wants to know what his score is.
Gives me 2.
Okay.
Bob along boy gives me 2.
Okay.
And I give me 1.
It was worth using the patrons.
Not a great deal.
Oh dear.
So 5. Oh dear.
It's not guaranteed here. We'll see what he gets to hit. 1's missed. Okay. God, I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so it's forced to wound on 4 dice. 2 have made it through. So I'm going to take 5+ everybody saves. I'm going to take Will Wright here. We're going to roll up the last Patreon here. What an innings the Patreons have had here, especially for myself. Almost a 5. Right, so that comes through. And then just a regular add Xenos dice here for a 5+. 6 blocked with that one.
So 5 up and gone, and you blocked like
4 out of 5 was it? Okay.
Oh, so I can't even kill it.
D6 damage.
2 exorcists. That's just
3 wounds taken. Okay, so we're dropping down to 6 wounds left on the battle wagon. It's taken a lot of hits coming through, but it is Gut Ripper's transport, so you expect it to be a bit luckier than most.
no excuses.
Okay. Any more firepower? There's a squad here, melter gun.
I'm going to.
They've
I've already
fired.
shot that squad in there. I should have deferred them out going to there, but I didn't, so I'm not going to shoot it.
We'll let Tom fire here. It's no problem. It's going into the truck.
Roll a 1 anyway. Canoness is there, so hits. And doesn't do anything.
Doesn't wound. Okay.
Okay, and Hannah's going to fire her Inferno pistol into these orcs here.
Yeah.
Hits. And strength 8.
Wounds, yeah.
Kills 1, -4.
Okay. Right, shooty face is actually finished here. We'll go on to charges. There are some charges available for the Sisters of Battle here. Right, so charges going ahead. Hannah has led her squad into combat against the Orc boys. So far, so good. Tom he's a bit nervous about capturing this on camera here, but it's a 6-inch charge required to reach Zog with the Repentia. I'm not going to say anything. Tom can just roll.
10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Good, right, in they go. Zog is in big trouble here. As per usual, I suppose Zog always finds himself in trouble. So, Orcs do have 2 command points left. We could interrupt play, so Tom needs to bear that in mind as he chooses where to fight first. Probably with the Repentia, I would imagine.
Well, you're only going to kill. How many attacks have you got?
5 attacks with Zog, yeah.
Maybe kill 5.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Tom decides to do.
You can maybe get
So your charges are finished.
3 into Hannah. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Sister Superior
Yes.
will go into here.
Into the Orc boys, yeah, just to contribute to the fight.
No, she won't.
Okay. All right, so she doesn't move, and we'll go on to combat resolution here. Tom will pick his first combat. Okay, Tom's going to go first with the Repentia. He's determined to take Zog down. If the Orcs do interrupt play with the Orc boy squad, it's over across that side of the board. There is a chance that they could try and gang up on Hannah, but Tom reckons she'll probably survive against their assault, and he wants to try and take out Zog here. Do you have Assassinate as a secondary? No, okay. Orcs need to try and pick up Assassinates here, but many of Tom's characters are buried over in amongst his force across the other side of the board.
I'll do 7 into Zog,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 into the last remaining guy.
Yep.
Hit on 4s.
So you're still getting this reroll?
Yep. Yeah, the Zealot there. They're just, in general, that's
right.
They're just crazy.
They are mad. It's ridiculous.
What's more ridiculous?
Oh, the 6s. Pop extra hits.
6, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there'll be one more to roll on top of this.
Yep.
So I'm going to. Your toughness 7 though, that's the downside, so I'll be on 5s.
Surely that many dice will be enough. AP minus. AP minus.
AP minus 4 or something, because it's AP minus 3 base.
Yep.
And then I get +1 to my.
Believe in your dice, Tom. You'll do it.
I do not believe in your dice. I need to.
You need.
They will betray me every time.
You might
AP
use a
minus
stratagem
minus
here.
4. Yeah, so I need to get 4 through.
Right.
So just 4 5s. That's what I need.
That's all he needs.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Just.
Okay. All right.
10 damage.
10 damage taken. Nothing Zog can do. He's a goner. I could play the stratagem to fight before I'm removed, but I don't think there's much point, so we'll leave him. So now to try and finish off the tank buster.
And an extra one.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, clear him away. So he's gone as well. It's mission accomplished here. The Repentia have destroyed all they've made contact with. Yeah, interrupting play here. So we've got the dice lined up. This is the 3 attacks from this boy into the bodyguard squad. So 2 hits and 2 wounds come through. No minus. So regular 3+ armor save on 2 dice. Okay, 1 slain. No feel, no pain. So there's 1 model removed. Regular attacks into Hannah. That is horrific. It's terrible here. Dazzled by the presence of this saint on the battlefield. 3s to wound. 3 wounds come through. No minus of these. This is choppers being used. So 3+ armor save for her. Whilst Tom prepares to roll up, I'll do the attacks here with the knob. 2 attacks. Extra hit comes through there with Goffs, which misses. 2s to wound. I've got no command reroll. So Tom's going to survive here. 3 saves at 3+, first of all. 3
saves at 3 up, and then 1 at
4 up.
Okay, so
yeah, Tom's got the bodyguard squad that can actually be the bodyguard. They can absorb damage, but he's going to roll his saves first of all. 3 pluses.
So 1 through.
Yep.
So 1 damage.
So
I'll take that 1 damage. No, yeah, I'll take the 1 damage.
Yes.
And then
a 4+ on 1 dice.
So 3
blocked
because I ignore it because of the 9-inch aura.
Right, even for invuln saves, great.
Oh, and yeah, her invuln saves 4 up. Yeah.
Okay, great. So just 1 wound taken on her.
Right, so Hannah's getting her attacks. She gets 9 attacks. She gets 4 base.
What?
Yeah, she gets 4 base. +1 for being Bloody Rose. +1 for her warlord trait, and then +3 for her relic sword. And then she gets +1 strength from the Imagifier, which takes her from strength 3 to strength 4, and +1 from Beneficence, taking her to strength 5.
That's ridiculous.
So she's hitting on 2s.
That's just showing off.
Rerolling 1s.
Okay.
And then she's wounding on 3s, or killing on 3s.
Ooh, yes, and the damage.
5.
No, the 6 models. So I'll keep the
damage is 2.
Damage is 2. Okay. 1, 2. So we'll just lose the regulars, and it's a case of trying to slay the knob out with the remaining members of the squad.
So they get 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Oh, I forgot. 6s are extra.
Hits come through.
Hits, so that's all of them. They are within the 9 inches, so they are strength 4. Your toughness
4.
4, so 4s. So that's 3 at -1, 4 at -1.
Dead. Gone. All right. So squad wipes out. Well done. Yeah. So combats are finished. The Repentia did tap into the truck over in the corner, which attacked back and caused 2 casualties. They're getting 2 wounds coming through, and Tom failing the 6 up save, and then the 5+ feel no pain. Turn is finished. The initial Orc attack with Orc boys has been repulsed. Tom has expanded out deeper into the board now, has cleared that objective across there, so it's looking a lot healthier for the Sisters of Battle. Orc casualties running quite high at this stage. Orc boys in particular trouble. Trucks being destroyed. And Goripper still out of the fight, and his own transport vehicle now taking heavy damage as well. The Orcs need to reply to this as we move to the middle stage of the game, turn 3. Coming up next for the Orcs, we'll just get a quick score. It'll be interesting to see what the score is.
1 to the Orcs.
Yes.
15 to me.
Okay, Orcs still ahead, but not by much. We'll go on to their 3rd turn next. Right, so turn 3 for the Orcs, 10 points picked up for primaries. Boys have disembarked from the truck that was here. Then the truck itself has moved through here. Might try and go for a disruptive charge around the corner just to try and slow up some of Tom's units. Weird Boys disembarked to here just to let off Smite, maybe Warpath as well. Grotripper's lads inside the truck, remaining inside, and have moved on to this objective. Grotrigger's restored a wound, and then another wound restored here with the Big Mech, so back up to 8 wounds. Guns pushing up. 2 of them do have line of sight through to the Axis. This one has moved up, but it's out of range. This one here tapping into the building to see through to the Repentia. The Deathcopters have moved on to this objective for now. Then around this side, the other Deathcopters jumped across to try and take on these. Truck disembarked here with these. The aim was to try and roll a 5 or a 6 to get within range of the Exorcist. We command re-rolled it and failed. So we've moved up to here. We could have gone a bit further, but we've stayed back where we are. So no command points at the moment for the Orcs. The truck's pulled out of combat. Going to try and gun down the Repentia with as many guns as we can find just to bring those down. We'll go on to shooting phase, no, psychic phase actually, for the Orcs next. Okay, so we'll go for Smite. It does go off. Any way of stopping it? D3 mortal wounds?
There are ways of stopping it, but I don't want it.
Okay, 3 mortal wounds taken on that squad just there. So...
Now what I can do about it? Just take away the... it doesn't really matter now because they're going to be dead. Yeah.
Closest ones?
Okay.
I was going to stick Warpath on these. I'm not going to risk the perils. I don't think there's any point. It's now this whole squad against one sister. So end of psychic phase here for the Orcs. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. Right, so the first gun, I'm going to go into the Exorcist. Chance, finally, for the Grots to do something. So I'm going to go into that one there, the one that's closest to Tom. D6 shots. Okay. 4s. 5s because of...
Shooting through the -1.
Oh, the -1 terrain, yeah, correct. Okay, so 5. 1 hit comes through. There's a mortal wound caused as well. 3s for a wound. Yeah, the wound comes through. Right, miracle dice being used. A 6+ invuln save, that's useful. Right, very good. Okay, so it blocks the damage from coming through. I'll go for the next gun. We're going to struggle to cause trouble here. Ooh, 6 shots coming through. Right, important role for the Grots here. They've been practicing. Practice makes perfect with they're not space marines, you know. So those have missed. 1 hit comes through. Pops an extra shot, which misses. 3s to wound. The wound comes through. So a 6+ required. Nope. And the damage is all the patrons have been used up. Straight dice roll. It's a 2. 2 wounds caused. Tom will be happy enough there for the damage coming through against the Exorcist. There's a problem here. Exorcists, they're superior range, and if they're left intact and in good shape, they're going to start dominating the table and blowing Orc targets away. My 2 guns have fired. This one's just out of range of that target at least. We'll put its shots into the Battle Sister squad. We can see and shoot at them. So 5 shots. So I've taken a mortal wound and got... We'll check here. Yeah, it is 4s for hits. 6 pops and extra shots, which hits as well. 2s to wound. They're all wounded.
How many?
4.
So these guys have got a 4 up invuln at the minute. So they've got a 6 up normal Shield of Faith, and then +1 for Celestine, +1 for Beatrice.
Okay.
So
2 slain. Trying to shoot the Repentia squad with this one. Just the 1 shot. Needing the 4, and has missed. Copter rockets into the Repentia squad. Missed entirely. Copter rockets into... not the Repentia. Oh, yeah, going into that squad in the corner. A hit comes through. 2s for a wound. -3. 6 required. No, so model slain from that squad in the corner. Right, tank busters on top. Going to go into the Rhino. They're in range of that one. We did advance. We need 6s. That's horrific. We get to reroll because it's a vehicle. And we've got a hit, which pops an extra shot, which misses and misses. We'll try and wound. We do. Yes, we do. -3, not saved. 3 damage. So dropping down to 4 wounds left on that Rhino. Okay. The battle wagon. Can put all of our shots into the Repentia squad across the other side. We're in range of everything that we have. So we'll go for the kill cannon first of all. It's 1 shot becomes 3 because of the size of the squad. So 5s. We've missed. And then it's going to be Daka shots here from the big shooters. 5s and 6s. Could have been a lot better. Just the 2 make it through. 3s to wound. 2 wounds make it through. Tom will take regular saves.
6,
Past 1. And a 5+ feel no pain. We haven't dealt with that. Oh, another 6 being rolled. We haven't dealt with that Repentia squad. They're going to cause havoc amongst the Orcs over on the other flank. Shooting phase is finished. Orcs don't have many units to charge with. No, it's just a case of trying to disrupt the Sisters of Battle here. We'll go on to charges next for the Orcs on turn 3. Right, charges. This one went ahead, no problem. Fouled with this one. It was the barrier that slowed us down. Rolled a 5, which we needed, but -2 for crossing the barrier for charges. So no charge with the truck taking place. So we'll resolve this combat here. So we'll fight with the knob, first of all. Needing 3s, just the 1 comes through, it pops an extra attack though, which doesn't hit. 2's for a wound. That's a wound, -1. Oh, she holds. Okay, so we'll fight with the rest. We'll do 9 attacks here. There's another. Look at that.
Oh dear.
Another 4 attacks. Full hit as well. And there's tons of wounds. This is, I don't even know why we're sort of rolling this one here. So you need to pass 10 saves of 3+. They're butchers. She's gone. Right, Orcs are merciless whoever they're facing here, whether it's men or ladies, they'll cut them down all the same. Okay, so we'll make a consolidation move of these next. So nicely nestled into there, tucked in. That is the end of the turn. There's no other close combat to take place. So see if any points have been picked up here for the Orcs. I think it's table quarters. 3 table quarters.
3.
Yeah, so 2 points picked up for that. So the Orcs will continue to stay ahead. But the game's far from concluded here. We'll go on to turn 3 coming up next for the Sisters of Battle. Okay, so on Tom's move, he's picked up 10 points for primary objectives. That one over there is contested at this point with the tank busters on top and the Repentia just nearby. But Tom holds on to 2, so he'll pick up 10 points. And it's really a case of continuing to push out, try and drive the Orcs back. The Orcs have gained ground across the board. You can see they've reached quite a high point on the table. Tom needs to try and drive them back, try and pick up more points in the later stages of the game if he can. Orcs are still out of joint here at this stage of the game. Okay, Tom's movement is complete here, sensing that Sisters of Battle beginning an effective counter-attack here against the Orcs. Celestine jumping ahead, you can see here, she's getting close to the battle wagon. Tom's saying if he pops the battle wagon, we've got a choice to make. Either we can disembark to the sides or to the back. If we do deploy forwards, then his units are going to be able to charge in. So creating a conundrum there for the Orcs. The Zeraphim moving through here against the boys, going to try and ambush them just as they thought they were safe. They're going to be sprung upon here by this jump unit. And infantry squad's pushing across here, coming this way as well with the Exorcist, just to gain Canoness. What is she going to grant to them? Reroll ones for their shooting, yeah, and then just to camp out on the objective as well. So looking strong here, taking the fight to the Orcs. So Orcs used to dominating a number of the primary objectives, or most of the primary objectives, but that's beginning to change now because the Repentia squad, which survived, has advanced to move through here and is actually set to try and clear this objective, the home objective, there for the Orcs. This melee continues on from last turn. We took 2 wounds, that goes on to him, and we caused no damage when the Death Copter charged him with its spinning blades. Hannah's moved up. She has an ability to advance and charge.
Yeah, her warlord trait is advance and charge.
Right, so she's made it to there, and that's the crazy amount of attacks available.
And she got a 6 to advance.
Right, okay. Holding on to this objective, which has been cleared now, quite comfortably. It's looking strong. At this point in the game, Tom's picked up 10 points for primaries. This Battle Sister squad just moving around in this direction. So now Tom has a good control over this part of the board here and a chance to cause disruption for the Orc home objectives now. So admire how the tables are beginning to turn here. Okay, right, we'll go on to shooting phase next for the Sisters of Battle. So your army might be more of a counter-attack type.
I think it is more of a counter-attack type, but it's just...
Yeah.
I know if I was going to a competition, what I would do is I'd take 2 detachments. I would take 1 detachment of all of the Sisters and 1 Canoness of Valoris Heart. So that'd be ignore -2 AP and just sit back on objectives. And then all of the heavy assaulty units, take them as Bloody Rose.
Right, okay.
But okay. I don't want to do that. I want to keep them as Bloody Rose.
Yes, okay. So Tom's sticking to the fluff, or the correct structure here for fluffier games.
So I'll go with Heavy Bolter into the... in fact, no. Heavy Bolter, everything into the
battle wagon. Here we go. First Exorcist.
So, I think it's... No.
Snake Eyes. Okay. That's not the important one. This is the 3D3 shots with the main gun.
2, 4, 5.
Okay. There's 8 wounds to try and get through here. Right, the Canoness has helped out. Falls to wound. 3 have made it through.
You have no Patreons to help you now.
No.
Just Kiss your dirty Xenos dice.
Oh, they're not that good
No, they're
this
not.
time. Oh, no, there's nothing I can do. Got no command rerolls. 3d6 damage. Oh, it is 8 required. You've done it. Do we explode? We do not. And then the occupants that are inside is 5, 6 models. So just don't roll ones. This will hurt if we roll only one set. We've rolled a 1. We're going to have to lose a model somewhere. Okay, good shooting. One of the Meganobs lost, so 3 strung out across here, and then Gut Ripper and Gut Stitcher around here. They're deployed at the back, so Tom would say cowardly. Gut Ripper says cunning, there to try and stay away from these potential charges. These are nasty enough, rerolling their wounds, potential of strength 5, AP -4, so we're going to need to watch out for the Zeraphim. So Gut Ripper will let them kill the boys across here instead, trying to protect his own hide. And then obviously there's Celestine to try and avoid. It does a bit, yes, no, okay, right. We'll go on to the next Exorcist. Yes, okay.
So, fire the next Exorcist, everything at your knobs.
The Meganobs.
Yep.
Fair enough, it's going to go after them. Yeah, it's a good target against Meganobs. So here comes the
Heavy bolter first.
attacks.
1 hit. And no wounds.
3d3 shots with the main gun.
3, 4, 5, 6.
It's looking for 4s. Because of the terrain, we deployed in the dense terrain.
Toughness?
Yeah, I think the toughness is 4.
Oh, there we go.
Right, so they've all gone through.
Yep.
And the AP minus,
AP -3.
right.
5 ups, is it?
5s, yeah. 2 5s. Damage of 3, so that's going to kill one. But the Pain Boy's nearby. And he preserves 1 alive. They're taking 2 wounds. So we've got potential for a bust up here. Gut Ripper's at heavy units plus Gut Ripper himself, and then Tom's units moving out. So we may well see some bloody close combats taking place. But there's more firepower to come here. Tom rejoicing with the destruction of the Bonebreaker battle wagon. Okay, around the other side. Melter shot across here. Bolters are going upstairs.
Melter hits. Melter wounds. -4.
Nothing I can do.
Melter does 1 damage.
1 damage. Just take a wound. Dropping down to 6.
Heavy bolter at the top, hitting on 4s because I moved. That's 1. Wounded on 3s. 1 dead.
Yeah, 1 slain. We'll take from the front just to reduce Hannah's charge. This is for rapid fire.
1
Bolters.
rapid fire, 1 not. 1 hit. Nothing. So just a melter gun from this side and 2 bolters into them.
Yep.
Just check the bolters for rapid fire. 1 in rapid fire, 1 not. 2 hits. Rerolling 1.
I'm sensing the tide of this battle is beginning to turn.
1. No minus.
6 up. Nope.
And then a melter gun hits and kills.
Okay. So 3 casualties taken. Orc resistance crumbling on this flank at the moment. Yeah, Hunter Killer Missile. It's going to pick on this Orc mech gun and it's missed. That came from the Rhino.
And out of 6, so nothing there.
Okay.
Next up onto these guys here.
Okay, so we've got a melter, melter, bolters, heavy bolters going across against the Meganobs to try and
Heavy bolter
pick off one of those.
2 hits.
Strength 5.
Nothing.
So wound has come through, but toughness 4, it's strength 5. So past that one of 5, so that blocks that from coming through.
6 shots and bolters into here. We're on once.
Okay.
1.
Wound. This is just on the truck. Just passed.
Did I fire the melter? No,
No, not
melter
yet.
into there. Hits.
Yeah, there's a miracle dice.
Not gonna.
No, it's going to save
I
it.
have to declare the miracle dice first.
Gotcha.
I should have done it. Inferno pistol from the Canoness. That's on 2s.
3's to wound. Now he's going to do it. Okay, nothing I can do to stop it. D6 damage. 2 wounds taken.
Yeah.
Trying to stop it on a 6. Or try and downgrade it. No, so 2 damage. Bolt pistols
Bolt pistols, yeah.
into the truck. 3's. 5's.
Nope.
Nothing.
And the Gemini, same thing. Nope.
Okay.
And then Celestine's going to do her
Flaming sword.
flamer into it.
Yep.
4.
Auto hits.
Yep.
Just looking to see the strength of the weapon.
5.
Right, it's 5 to win.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Well, that was successful there.
Yeah, struggling against the toughness here, but shooting phase looking like it's complete at this point.
Yeah.
So we'll go on to charges next. Yeah, shooting phase is finished. We've gone to charges next here for the Sisters Battle on turn 3. Okay, charges taking place. A 6 required making in with Hannah to try and take out that squad. They have models on contesting that objective at the moment, so it'd be good to clear those out of the way. Tom used Miracle Dice to guarantee a charge here with the Repentia. They've made it into the Copter and the Mech Gun, and in an attempt to try and clear the Orc home objective. So looking like there's big trouble here for the Orcs at this stage. And then around the other side, the Seraphim have charged into the Orc boys. The truck as well. The Canoness has gone in. The Gemini have gone in. Celestine attempted to charge against the Weird Boy, but failed her charge across there. So lots of charges taking place for the Sisters of Battle. It's looking a lot healthier for them. They've weathered the initial assault from the Orcs and are now executing an effective breakout. We'll see what kind of damage they can do in close combat. So Hannah's going to make her attack. She's fighting away on top of the platform there against the tank busters. There's 4 of them, including the Knob, to try and bring down. She's still on a 9 attacks this time.
9 attacks, yeah.
Yeah, so...
hitting on 2s, rolling 1s, no 6s for extras.
Toughness 4.
It's just going to be the 4.
And damage.
3.
Okay, it's going to cut straight through the armour. Okay, remove them from play. So she's done just enough to wipe out that squad. So far so good. Orcs are on 0 command points, so we can't interrupt play. Tom's free to attack with all of his charging units here, but a bit of momentum now for the Sisters of Battle. They're doing much better at this stage. So we're talking about Orcs. If you can get the momentum of the Orcs and coordinate decent charges and manoeuvring with them, then it goes well. But Orcs have struggled in this game, and they're starting to fragment at this point. Tom's taking advantage of that here. Okay, 5 attacks going into the gun. The rest, the other 3 going into...
the other 2.
The other 2 going into the Copter.
So hitting on 4s.
Rerollable for Zealot.
And then 2 extras for the 6s.
Yep.
And strength 6. So
Toughness 5, 3s to wound.
It's gone. Very gone.
We might explode, you know. I'll roll to see if we do. No, okay.
And then into the...
Try and finish off the Copter just to clean the objective here. Incredible. Now Tom has the dice rolling on his side.
Toughness?
Toughness 5.
3s. Oof. Just. Oh, 8 damage.
Okay, gone. Right, clearing the home objective. Gut Ripper won't like that happening, and I'm not sure if he's aware of what's going on. But so lesson learnt about Repentia: if you don't, you have to deal with them. You can't let them run rampage; they'll cause absolute havoc, and they'll cause trouble for anything they charge into. So they are a priority to try and deal with in future games. We dealt with one of the squads, but one of them's gone on the loose here, and it's worked its way deep into the heart of the Orc deployment zone, wiping out the defending units on the home objectives. Really, most of the Orc resistance is around this area here. And then the close combat units and Ripper in this AdMech terrain at this point. So last CP being spent on +1 to the wound rolls. It's re-rollable as well. Tom's going to try and do as much damage to both of these targets as possible.
So 5 of these onto them, first of all. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Canoness.
Okay.
6s give me extra. And then I am strength 3, +1 for the power sword, strength 4, +1 for the image of eye within 9 inches, strength 5. So strength 5, 3s, and the +1 to wound, so 2s to wound. And I reroll.
Re-rolling as well.
So that's all of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14,
Seraphim. God, right, so that's the end of them. That was quick. Well, they're a pretty good unit. Not too bad at all. If they find themselves in the right situation, they are deadly here. Now against the vehicle.
Now against the vehicle.
6s are good.
6s are good, so next one. And then your toughness?
Toughness 6.
6, so I'm on 5s, need 4s.
And it's re-rollable.
Yep.
This is incredible. He's going to do it. He's going to pop the truck as well. God, long gone. We don't blow up. Truck destroyed as well. Zeraphim, fantastic counter-attack from them. Remember, Tom deployed them at the back and has since brought them out, but they have caused blistering damage here against the Orcs. Okay, so we've resolved that combat in the corner. I've taken out one of the Battle Sisters and Tom's caused a wound. No consolidation move with these after the close combat resolved. Tom doesn't need to get any closer to that objective. He finds himself on top of... Well, Hannah's claimed that one. Comfortable on that one, and this one here. So it's a full swing around here, this game. Tom now controls the majority of objectives, and Orcs have been cut down to size. Our mobility is cut down as well. Most of our units are these guns, which can hardly move around the board. Gut Ripper has lost his mobility. Just a mob of his heavier units and characters here, but that's about all the Orcs have, so they find themselves in serious trouble at this point. Points been picked up now for you. This is the end of turn 3 for both sides, so we'll get a score. But I think Tom's going to start tipping the scales here in points and start raking in the points on turn 4 and 5 as well. So looking healthy enough for the Sisters of Battle. Primaries. This is looking...
Yeah, 38 to Orcs.
Okay.
45 to...
Tom's now taking the lead. Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Complete and deploy scramblers this turn.
It's another 10, yeah.
And then I got grind them down.
Again.
And engage on all fronts for 2.
No, okay. Yeah. The secondaries
that's
paying off here.
The grind them down is every time that I get it, it's denying you from getting it. So it's a good...
Exactly, yes.
It's a good one to...
Okay. Difficult, tricky one for the Orcs as well, because their units, a lot of them can be picked off quite quickly in a game, and it starts to make it then difficult for the Orcs to try and achieve that themselves. We'll end the turn here, so we've gone past the middle stage of the game. It's turn 4 coming up next. I think the Orcs are in serious trouble here. We'll press on to their turn 4 next. Okay, so Orc turn here. I don't think we could salvage the situation, but they'll fight on regardless. Copter's pulled out of close combat, has moved to here. I might do a thing that's not been done before, Tom. I might fire the gun into them and maybe try and charge with the grots. That is a desperate situation.
Name, let it be so.
Yes.
I would like to see that happen.
They could scratch. They actually get 6 attacks. The gun gets...
Scratch their eyes out.
Yeah. And then across the truck, you can see it's backed off into the corner and may try and charge into Tom's squad in the corner. Guns hold in position. Wounds restored on this one from the Big Mech. And then Ripper, all these units have advanced, rolling quite well for all of these models. We're going to try and plunge into here and cause as much damage as we can and clear and hold this objective if at all possible. We're going to Psychic Phase next for the Orcs on turn 4. We'll go for... Smite. Goes off. D3 mortal wounds on Celestine. 2 mortal wounds caused on her. Gut Ripper. I'll try and give him the Fists of Gork, which we do on a 7. Needing a 6, yeah. So just to soup him up. Psychic phase finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So I'm going to fire the first mech gun. It's going to actually... I've got to go across into these. I've got to try and take these on. So the one that's already on damage. D6 shots. 2. 4s. 1 hits and a mortal wound taken. Try and wound on a 4. No. Failed. Fire the next one along. D6 shots. That's better. 6 shots. Lean 4s. Yes. Yes. Look at that. And then 6 pops an extra. 6 hits. Force wounds. This is the big roll. No. Tragic. It's your toughness 8. It's their toughness 8, isn't they? What's that? Oh no, Tom's got a miracle dice and it's a 6. No, please, Tom, don't. You wouldn't dare.
Ding!
It's a miracle. No damage coming through. The 6 up, or the 6 on the miracle dice being used for that. That is disappointing. Grots scratching their little green heads in bemusement here. Why their shots are not causing damage here against the Exorcist, but it's...
Blinded by the Emperor's light.
Yes, a miracle has occurred. Right, okay. I'm going to shoot at... I'm going to shoot at her. 6 shots. Come on, Grots. We'll forget about firing at tanks. Needing 4s, taking a mortal wound. But we've got 4 hits, 2s to wound.
The Emperor's Life.
2 have made it through. It's AP -3.
So...
Whilst Tom looks up his abilities here, I'm going to put that mortal wound onto there.
So 4 up and 1 saved.
Okay.
1 through.
And I just...
yeah, so then I'll see what you roll and then I can pass it on.
Come on, reroll.
That was very aggressive.
It was aggressive, wasn't it? A 3, a bit better.
So I will... Have you got much other shooting to go?
We've got all of these guys here with their small arms firepower. No minuses in there, just a
I will
bit of dagger.
roll 2+, and I will pass. So it's 3 damage. So pass that damage over to one of these for skills.
Okay, Gemini's been slain here. Yeah, rest of the firepower's been resolved. Bit of dagger from here, needs 6s into the squad. 3 wounds in total, but Tom's passed all of them. So we'll go on to charges next. Here, Ripper can charge, and these squads, just the war boss ability, you can advance and charge with him and units nearby. So we'll have a bit of a showdown here. It looks like it's Celestine versus the Ripper. Okay, charge is taking place. Roll a 10 for their charge. I think it's the first time Grots have ever been asked to charge in any of the games, and they have really stepped up to the mark. A 10-inch charge from them. We'll see how well they do against the Repentia squad. Oh dear. And then, well, hang on a second. Don't the Repentia ladies all wear blindfolds? So they'll be swinging around at waist height. They'll not hit any of the little Grots. Okay. All these squads have charged in, no problem at all. So we've got plenty of combats to resolve. Tom is on 1 command point, so the Orcs are free to fight here. So fight the Ripper first of all. 4 attacks base. He's the biggest boss. He's got 2 for Fists of Gork. It's 2s to hit. Rerollable. This is a combination of relics and warlord traits and the biggest boss. That's 6 for Goths, pops an extra attack, which misses, but hits. 2s to wound. It's all rerollable, but they all go through anyway. So we're looking at 8 saves of whatever the best you have in bonds.
Nope.
That's a total of 20 wounds.
A total of dead.
So she's slain, but she'll get back up here. This is the problem.
Possibly get back up.
Oh yes, less Tom.
Yeah.
That's why you're saving your... You got no command points at all.
No, because remember I actually used the last one,
right.
+1 to wound.
That's quick work from the Ripper, but she will more than likely return. So we'll go for the Weird Boy's attacks next. So 3 attacks for the Weird Boy. Gets all of his hits with an extra one. Fouled. 2s to wound. This is against the Gemini. Yeah, they're all wounded. -1 to 4 pluses. D3 damage is going to go.
Yeah, she's gone.
Doesn't matter because she's already on a wound. So Gemini slain. She'll not come back. And then we'll go on to... Maybe we'll go for Meganobs next. So we'll go for Kill Sorkyle. 111. That's an extra attack, which misses. 2s for a wound. Yeah, wound comes through. Invuln save on them.
4 up. So they've got a 6 up Shield of Faith.
Yes.
Because there's Zeraphim, they get +1.
Okay.
And because of Beatrice, they get another +1. So it's 4.
No, I gotcha. Right, very clever. And then it's going to be 6 attacks in total with Power Claws. We're hardly going to touch this squad here. So we've got 3 hits. Popping an extra attack, which hits as well. 2s for wounds. Yeah, we're wounded. So more Invuln saves required.
Oh. 2 made, 2 dead.
Okay, 2 slain. Go for the Pain Boy next. 2 hits. It's all -1s because of Power Claws here. And then the 6 pops an extra attack, which fails. 2s to wound again. 2 more. 2 more 4+ Invuln saves.
Nope.
Found both for 2 more slain. Okay. Do the Grots next. Looking for 5. Looking for 5s. Good for them. Now, what's the question I've got is what's strength for these things? Strength 2, so it's 5s required again. Now they hit that. The intent was there. The best they could do was scratch away, but that's all they've done. The truck in the corner. Looking for 5s. 2 hits. A wound comes through. And a regular armour save. Just a minor combat taking place in the corner, no damage taken. Okay, chance for Tom to strike back. This could hurt the Orcs here, as Tom replies. Okay, Tom scores 2 wounds in that corner, put onto the truck. I can just take the grot gun away, I think it's in serious trouble. There's no point, just stop. No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be 2, 4,
Yeah, no,
6,
just
7
tried.
extra hits.
I try. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous situation to have to try and do that with grot guns against Repentia. But Orcs, I thought our back line was safe, but this Repentia squad has burst through and caused absolute havoc. And they're set to cause more trouble. They'll move on to more guns here and attack the Orcs from the rear. So Tom preparing to attack back with the Seraphim. All the attacks are going against the knobs with the Seraphim.
We're rolling 1s, luckily.
Now that's for Canoness. Yep.
That made a difference.
Yeah, it's really helped.
6s, 3 6s.
Pops extra hits. Now we're toughness 4. Your strength 5 again. Yes, strength 5 because of the banner.
Yeah, strength 3, base, strength 4, power sword, strength 5, plus 1 strength for the banner. And reroll them. So these are -4. So you got 6 plus, have you?
Oof, yeah, 2 up armor save, yeah.
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16.
Okay, needing 6s.
Nope.
And then feel no pain.
Ooh.
Have a chance to roll some 6s. It's not going to be enough. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, they're gone. Alright, so removed, and Tom's swinging round into the pain boy just here, but Mega Knobs removes, just all characters exposed now. And here comes the roll to see if Celestine resurrects. What is that? Oof, it's a 2, just about. So she gets up, it has to be an inch away. So staring back at the Ripper here. The living saint is alive. Okay, so turn's finished here for the Orcs. We're going to move on to Tom's turn 4. But Orcs have taken heavy damage even on their own turn here. Charge has gone ahead, but Tom has managed to reply. With these Seraphim have been particularly effective. The Mega Knobs are gone. Orc characters exposed and awaiting Tom's counter-attack here. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Sisters of Battle next. Yeah, Orcs are doomed here. Tom swung the Repentia around to take on the guns. He's not going to escape because Hannah's moved down and advanced, getting ready to charge a short charge distance for her. This squad's now moved up to claim that objective. Remember, Tom's got the 2 Exorcists sitting where they are, happy to fire into the mech guns as well. And Tom's going to go for... who's this one? Beatrice.
Yeah.
Beatrice and the resurrected Celestine to take on the Ripper. So he finds himself...
to do one of your moves and just fire the 2 Exorcists at him. Because that's something you would do.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. So okay. I think I might just do that actually.
Okay, Tom.
Just shoot him down like a coward.
Oh dear, fair.
Coward he is.
Oh dear, fair's fair. Okay. I'll duck. If you shoot at me, I'll duck. You have to. Oh dear, just a puff of feathers. Yeah. Right. Well, movement's mostly done here. It's an ongoing combat with the Seraphim. So I'll let Tom finish off his moves and then we'll go on to shooting. I almost wish we'd filmed it here. Tom's firepower, ridiculous. Took out the copter there with the Inferno pistol. Yeah, that was her. Very good shooting. Across here, you can see the Weird Boy's gone. He was destroyed by a melter gun. Finally finished him off. He was flamed first of all by Beatrice. The flame coming through from Celestine took 4 wounds off of the Ripper. And then pistols. 5 out of 5 hits, 5 out of 5 wounds. AP -1. Passed to feel no pain, but it wasn't enough. So got Stitcher removed from place. It's just the Ripper left, smouldering here with 3 wounds remaining. So he surely is doomed as we go on to charges next. Gets a bit of overkill here, Tom.
I don't know.
He doesn't like the Ripper. If you haven't picked up that vibe yet from Tom. Oh dear. And then across here, Repentia have gone in to clear away the gun and claim that objective as well. So it is an utter slaughter in the end. Orcs were doing so well, driving the Sisters of Battle back. But now we're looking the Orcs potentially almost being tabled. So I still don't know what to make of the Sisters. It's very hard to tell how they're going to do against other factions. They're an older codex, but still many armies of 40k using older codexes as well. I think it all depends on who they face. We're not sure yet. 3 games in the league for each of the factions. It may well be against the Orcs. There could be a grudge match between these two forces as we prepare to go into the league. But encouraging signs here. Number of squads have performed very well indeed. Pick your attacker. I can't interrupt play at all.
Has got to do this.
Beatrice to fight.
Has got to finish him.
Finish him.
So she's hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. 6 gives her an extra hit. I'm going to spend a CP to give her +1 to wound. She has a Blessed Blade, so she is strength 5. She is strength 6 because of the banner. Your toughness
6.
6, so then I'm wounding you on 3s.
Nice. God, the dice are on fire now.
Well, just fail 1 because it is.
Not damage 3.
Oh, it's damage D3. It's damage D3. So
4+ invuln save because he is the biggest boss. You can't kill him. There's a manhole cover. Just over.
Disappear into the manhole cover.
There you go. We've passed 1.
The coward. Oh, bitches. Dear, dear.
Oh dear me. So, I'm trying to. Usually, I could use my imagination here for how the Ripper gets out of this, but there's nowhere to go. Dear me. Yeah, but there is that manhole cover. It is partly open. Gut Ripper's able to slip down into the sewage system here to crawl away to fight another day. But Gut Ripper has been slain. Celestine wasn't even required here. The Ripper is gone, and the Orcs are finished. Repentia. Ugh. Their revolting squad. The Orcs haven't dealt with them, and they've been left to go on the rampage. The Orcs should know not to leave close combat units like that alive on the board.
So 4 extra.
There's almost no point, but Tom's just enjoying rolling the dice here. Yeah. They're gone. Okay. Grots destroyed. Objective cleared. The game is over. Okay, so the game is over. Tom's just going to calculate points he would have picked up in turn 5. Orcs obviously going to get none. They've got no resources at all. Impossible to get engaged on all fronts. And don't control any objectives. Tom's just going to calculate the extras that he gets and give us a grand total at the end of the game. But that is a great counterattack from the Sisters of Battle. A bit of panic at the start. The Orcs boxed them in right into the corner, if you remember, across here. But some excellent counterattacks taking place. Look at these units. Look where they've ended up. This unit here, a Repentia squad, moving all the way around here by turn 4.
The move, advance, and charge is massive.
It's brilliant, yeah. So they're a fragile unit, but look what happens if you don't deal with them. They just go on the rampage and cause absolute havoc in amongst the enemy lines. They're happy to charge into anything. Okay, so final score. Points then. See here for the Orcs, 15 points for primaries, then 10, then 5. So we managed to get 30 points there for primaries. Not too bad, but it just slipped away at the end. Engaging on fronts wasn't too bad. 7 points picked up for that. And then assassinate, only 1 character brought down. Grind them down, we didn't win any of those. So 40 points picked up for the Orcs, not a very good score at all. And then the opposite for Tom, struggling at the start to pick up primaries, but then cashing in right at the very end with the counter-attack. So 45 maxing out with that. Deploy Scramblers worked. Engage in all fronts. Tom did well, 12 points. And then grind them down, maxing out on that as well. So 82 points picked up by the Sisters of Battle. That's a really good score to the Orcs, 40. So a clear win to the Sisters of Battle, recovering themselves well during the game and clearing away all of the Orc resistance. The battle is over. We'll talk about units of the game next to both sides. Okay. Orcs, I really struggled to choose unit of the game here with them. I'm going to give it to Orc Boys. They worked as hard as they could and caused trouble. They're about the most successful unit the Orcs had. Honourable mention to the Ripper, he did bring Celestine down. Tom's going to give an honourable mention to the Repentia squads, or this squad in particular, did very, very well. No, you're going to give unit of the game to them. Yeah, just for their rampage that went on across the board. So that's unit of the game for them. But honourable mention to the Seraphim here. An excellent unit, beautiful models, and great to see them performing well, especially when given buffs by characters and so on, just to help them out.
Their invuln buff is great, and then bumping up the strength. I mean, they were attacking at strength.
So they're stronger. If they were on their own across here,
Yeah,
not as good.
Yeah.
Better when
they would only have a 5-up Indolin over there.
Yeah.
They would have 1 less strength.
Yes, so they were stronger deployed back here and more effective sweeping through. So that's an interesting use for them, perhaps in future games. That's units of the game for both sides. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps the channel and all the videos out. But a great game, a great debut here for Tom's Sisters of Battle. They've turned defeat into victory here in this fight and sent the Orcs reeling. Gut Ripper currently crawling along the bottom of a sewer to live to fight another day. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time. I'll also mention the silver level patrons. Thanks for their support. It's Caleb, Darren Gardner, one of the new patrons, Denny Wright, Maxfield Knuckles, My Shield is discussed, Peter Goodall, and then TC. Thanks for your support. You can check out the end credits for those supporting at bronze level as well. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.